You are live.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to our phenomenal presentation tonight. I'm so glad that you took time out to join us tonight. And we have a special treat this evening. My sister, my business partner, a wonderful coach that is tearing up this industry. She is about to present to you what we know and love and the reason why you guys are here today. Her name is Janice Elisa Parker, and she is a multiple $10,000 bonus owner. She's a 50,000 bonus earner, and multiple. I can't even count how many $1,000 bonuses she has had, and all of this in like a year's time. So, without further ado, I want to bring to you none other than my beautiful sister, Janice Parker.
All right, fantastic. Let me tell you, they always say, Sharlease, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. And you just kind of like knocked that one out of the park. So thank you so very much. Super proud of you. And guys, while Sharlease is singing my accolades, and guys, we're going to talk about travel. This young lady is not only a regional builder in our organization, but this young lady is like the Vortex. And I'm going to tell you about how you could be a miniature Expedia. She's taken that to a whole nother level. And I'm going to have her share some of that later on as we unfold this presentation. But thank you very much, superstar. Can't wait to see you at National Builder. Got to get that black jacket on you.
Yes,
And so
thank
continue
you.
your Yes, ma'am. All right, guys, so let's dive into some information. Travel and vacation, everybody loves it. Family, there was a shift in the world of travel. The travel industry was shaken to its core back in 2002 when a bold group of visionaries actually had this idea that one day most people are going to be booking online. They're going to be booking their travel right from the internet, right from their home. See, back then, if you'll think about it, if you look back 15, 16 years ago, there were travel agencies, like you saw them everywhere in different plazas, and you would walk in and they had the pretty beach scenes on posters and they had the pretty cruise lines. And now, family, if you think about it, flash forwarding to today, where do most people book their travel? Well, guys, they book it online. And what do we do most of the time before we book our travel? Listen, we know our location. We know where we're going. We start searching this site versus that site, comparing this price to that price just to save a few dollars. Well, guys, as I unveil what we're about to talk to you about today, you're going to see that not only are we going to be able to show you how you can save significantly, but if you've got that heart and you're willing to share with friends and family, we're going to show you how you can save them money as well. And even because you're willing to do that, you can actually earn, yourself a little bit of a check. And sometimes a lot of bit of a check. But let's dive straight into some information. So we're going to be talking about travel and vacation. Now, what kind of traveler are you? I mean, I want you to imagine 8 days and 7 nights. Where would you go? Are you the type of vacationer that you want to kind of just absorb wherever you are? You want to experience everything on the resort. You want to feel the sun on your face, maybe swing in a hammock, maybe, feel a breeze across your face, or maybe even have, these nice, cool beverages delivered to your hammock or to your lawn chair. I mean, what type of vacationer are you? Or are you a vacationer like myself and Tanisha and Sylvia, where hang gliding and cliff hanging and skydiving and ballooning and zip lining and tree climbing are on your agenda when you travel? Well, here's the beautiful thing about that question is that there is no wrong answer, but the fact of the matter is that everybody loves to travel. And guys, everybody loves to save money on travel. So what we have at our fingertips is Surge365, and we call it the ultimate travel solution for several reasons. In other words, in order to be ultimate, you can't just save people money. You've got to offer more than that. Well, family, that's what Surge365 offers. Not only the opportunity to save significantly on your travel, guys, I'm going to blow your mind. Not only with what we have on the slides, I'm going to blow your mind in a few minutes by taking you straight to the website live. So not only do we help people save money, guys, but we show people how to also earn income. What most people don't know, travel is an $8.1 trillion industry. And if there is an opportunity to put your feet into, you know, an $8.1 trillion opportunity? Does it make sense to take that? I mean, because if the industry is making money, guess who else will make money? That would be you. Well, see, as an ultimate travel solution, making more money and saving more money on your travel means that you see more of the world. So let's take a look at what we like to call option one. Option one is called the Vortex. Now, this I like to term as, you know what, Rosa, our miniature Expedia. Now, why do I call it that? Because family, as I will unveil to you momentarily, there is an opportunity for you to own a platform that looks just like Expedia. The difference being that you will have a proprietary algorithm working on your behalf. Now, that's just a fancy way of saying that our technology can look at all the other sites out there and bring a better price to the customers that you shared free access with. So nobody's saying that you have to learn how to book travel with this platform. Nobody's saying that you even have to talk. You can just hand out a card. One of my business partners says a blind dog with a note in his mouth can acquire Vortex customers. Why? Because you are giving your own private URL. And on that URL, guys, that particular link, you can redirect as many domain names to that link as possible. Well, you're going to be helping your friends. And because you help your friends save money, you're going to actually earn money. I mean, it's a share, save, and earn type platform. So you have this opportunity. I mean, imagine 9,999 customers in your database. That's what the company will allow you to have. We're going to play with some mathematics in just a minute, so stay with me. But I want you to remember this number. So if you're taking notes, I know you're kind of relaxing, it's 10 o'clock, but I want you to write down that number right there, 9,999 customers, because I want you to play with some math for yourself. But let's just look at how it works. Because remember, I'm saying to you, right, that whatever that your customers are going to save and you're going to earn. What I did not just say is you're going to earn exactly what they say. So how does that work? How is it, like in this example, are their savings equal to your earnings? Well, let's just dive straight in. Now, how you choose to actually share your information, whether it's social media or with family, people in your community, your neighborhood, where you worship, where you go to school, where your kids play Little League, doesn't really matter. But just imagine, I want you to imagine, if you will, that one day you get a check in your mailbox. And unbeknownst to you, somebody had actually gone to your personal URL, your personal link, and they had literally booked Orlando for 8 days and 7 nights with their family. And they saved $40.49 per night. Their total savings was $284 approximately. Well, you know what's so wonderful about that is that on the first of the following month, following all transactions, your check matches their income. What is it? $284. So you open this check, and lo and behold, it's for $284 with your name on it, and you don't even know who the person was. You could have been at a conference, you could have been at a sorority meeting, you could have been at a paintball, you know, where you shoot paintballs, and you just kind of handed your cards out at any of these places. Somebody that you do or do not know books themselves into New York for 4 days and 3 nights. Their total savings at $74.71 per night is $224. So you already know what your check is, because your earnings is equal to what? To their savings. So you got a check for $224. I mean, imagine one day going out to the mailbox and realizing that you have a check for $949 because some customer that you do or do not know booked on your website that looks eerily like Expedia or Priceline, save themselves $135 per night, total of $949, and you have that you open up from Surge365 a check for $949. I mean, if your friends and family and co-workers and your people that you're acquainted with, your LinkedIn, social media profiles like Facebook, if the people that you attend church with, or your kids are in Little League with, or the people that you work with now, or work with once upon a time, or maybe just your acquaintances. Guys, if your family is traveling, doesn't it make sense for you to show them how to save money? Now, remember I told you I wanted you to keep that number in your head. And what was that number, guys? Do y'all remember what that number was? It was 9,999. So I'm just going to put it over here. I just want you to remember the number because we're about to play with some mathematics, okay? My grandmother used to put it this way: numbers don't lie. So let's just say you own the Vortex, and let's just say you're not like the Roger Bannister of Vortex customers, but you do acquire 10 people per month that actually click on your link, right? And they actually fill in their first name, last name, and email address with a password. The company sends them a verification email, and voila, that's a customer. So let's say you do at least 10 of those every single month. Well, family, what if you, out of 120 customers that you would acquire by this time next year, if we assume 10 every single month, right? What if 200 nights were booked on your site? Now, remember, I told you we're going to play with some mathematics, right? So what if 200 nights were booked on your Vortex? Now, they only save, because we're gonna use like a small number, they only save $25 per night. Do you realize that over the course of the next year, you just earned $5,000? Do you realize you just earned $5,000 from sharing a link? Now, remember that number that I want you to keep in the back of your head. I, you, me, each of us can have 9,999 customers. So what if a few years later, 200 nights are actually booked on your site? 200 nights are actually booked, 400 nights are booked on your site. We've just doubled the 5,000 to what? 10,000. And if you got real serious about the business, what if you said, well, I want to hurry up and get to that one short of 10,000 customers as quickly as possible? What happens one day when there's 1,000 nights booked on your site? Y'all understand why I want you to remember this number? Because I want you to understand the grand possibilities that are out there, especially when your customers are going to be looking at exactly what they're used to seeing. And what are they used to seeing, guys? They are used to seeing Expedia's platform, Priceline's platform, Agoda, Trivago, all of those platforms, family, where literally they're able to book their accommodations. And whether we're talking about a resort that's all inclusive and all adult, or we're talking about a Disney resort, it does not matter. Whether we're talking about cruises, and guys, 17 different cruise lines, whether we're talking about rental cars, Hertz, Avis, Alamo, either way, here is the beautiful thing, family. They're able to book. And since they were going to travel anyway, does it make sense for you to help them save some money on their hotels, their cruises, their car rentals, and their weekly stays? And because you save them money, you actually earn. Well, family, that is what we call share saving and earning with the Vortex. But here is what I know. And here is what I love about Coach Toma, who is the founder of the company, because one of the things he says, Terrio, is that he wants to make it so that everybody can eliminate all of their own personal excuses, whatever they are. I had mine and other people have those. He wants to make their own. He wants to make sure that we all can eliminate our excuses for why we would not start. Most of us guys have greatness within us, but we never try because we have this fear of failure. Not understanding that failure is the key to success. Most people never try because of that. Well, with the heart of the co-founder, the founder of our company, Coach Lloyd Tomer, he says, you know what? I'm going to implement something that has never happened in the history of network marketing. A risk-free guarantee where if a person takes advantage of this opportunity, I am willing to, for 12 solid months, guarantee their business. Nobody does this. Normally, you've got 3 days to decide if you like what you're doing, or 5 days. Our company says we'll give you 12 solid months. He says this: you go out there and you acquire those 10 customers every month. He says, I'm not talking about people who travel, just 10 people who click on your link and fill out their information. We're going to allow your customers throughout the year to save, you to earn. He says this: but if you're not happy after 12 solid months and you follow this bullet, and you have really pursued a profit by educating yourself with 30 minutes of training every single week. He says, if you do not happy, I will cut you a check back for your investment into your business, minus anything that we've paid you throughout the year. He's giving us, guys, a 100% risk-free guarantee. I mean, think about that. Not only are you in business in pursuit of a profit, not only do you have the ability to go from 0 to 9,999 customers, not only is he going to train you to make sure that you know how to own and operate a travel portal, in addition to that, guys, whatever you are able to save your customer, they match things. Even the entry costs so low that it costs less than 3 or 4 PlayStation games. He's saying to you, I'll back your business 100%. Guys, think about it. Think about that one vacation that your customer that you knew or did not know took to Orlando and saved $284. I mean, Sharlease, this blows my mind because one customer, right? One customer can actually get you your investment back and put you in a place where you have a positive cash flow. One single customer. But do you know what I absolutely also love about this platform, guys, is the fact that that $59.95 per monthly fee, he already knew that some of us would look at that and say, oh my God, I cannot include an extra dollar in my budget. This is what Comer says. He says, listen, he already knows that birds of a feather tend to flock together. So if it makes sense to you, it is going to make sense to somebody else. So this is what he said, Cheryl. He said, listen, we will allow you to eliminate your monthly subscription fee. How are we going to do that? Well, listen, when you have referred 3 people to this platform, how would I do that? You know what? We're going to help you do that. As a matter of fact, we don't even want you trying to explain anything. We'll even do it for you. Simply because we want to help you get rid of your monthly fee. If you look at the people that are on this particular webinar right now, I will tell you, Sharlease doesn't make a monthly subscription fee. Andrea doesn't make a monthly subscription. Don't make a monthly subscription. Don't make a monthly subscription fee. Why? Simply because we referred 3 people, no matter what their desire was, to they saw something they liked. They are part of the Surge family, and guess what? We are not being free. Well, guess what we want for you? We're telling you that we did it because we want you to know that what we're going to do for you too is eliminate your monthly subscription fee. You know what Coach Tomer just did though also? And this is what I love about the leadership. See, it's not just about a company, it's who is at the helm of the company. Do they really care about the people? Well, let me tell you what he did for you. He says, you know what? You actually refer those 3 people. Let us help you do that in 8 days. And if so, then he's going to pay you a $150 fast start bonus plus the commissions on each of those persons. That is what I love about this particular platform. But the other thing, guys, that I want you to think about is this. There is there's a website I'd like you to visit because we are talking about business on this particular part of our platform. And family, business in working from home has its tax advantages. So 2 things that I want you to write down. 2 things that I actually want you to write down. The first thing is I want you to write down this website, taxplanfaqs.com. Taxplanfaqs.com. The reason I want you to write that down is because if you are a person who needs even assistance with tax benefits, this website helps you to understand that the tax laws as you know them have changed, and they changed in 2017, and most of us never knew about it. The upper 1 percentile of America's population, about 5,000 people, were given the grandest tax benefits. But the other segment of the population that was given a great big segment of those tax benefits is the home-based business owner. That's what we're talking about tonight. Then there's a book I want you to get. It's called It's What You Keep That Counts, Not How Much You Make. It's what you keep that counts, not how much you make. This book is written by Dr. Ronald Mueller. He talks about in that book how to take ordinary household expenses and turn them into IRS compliant business deductions. But then I also want to show you this. So there is let me pull this up. I want to show you what the benefits of actually being in business for yourself. You guys watch this with me.
Business is that Business income. This is the fun part. Business income is strategy 2. Strategy 1, your money must go further by creating a positive what? Strategy 2 is business income. Business income is taxed at a lower rate. The net effect of having a business is that you pay between 18 and 23% taxes instead of 28 to 33. So you were paying 28 to 33, now you're paying 18 to 23. That means now you get to pay yourself first because you can spend money now on your what? Business. Give you guys an example. They say if you don't have a home-based business, just take $20 a day and throw it out the window. Now I want y'all to really understand this. If you don't have a home-based business, you're overpaying taxes by about $500 to $600 a month. So some of you guys are going to walk out of here a home-based business with a strategy. I'm going to bring up some people and give them some checks. They earn checks from a home-based business. And if you don't have one, here's what you're doing. I'm going to think about it. 20. I'm going to pray about it. I'm going to research it. I got to go talk to the wife. I got to go talk to the husband. While you praying, thinking, researching, talking, just keep throwing 20s away. Because that's what it's averaging you for your lack of knowledge on capitalism. $20 a day. The tax savings alone put $500 to $600 a month back in your what? Pocket. Net. So when you leave here today, while you're thinking about it, praying about it, tomorrow it's going to cost you $20 to think about it. That's not a big deal. Talk it over with your husband. Talk it over with your wife. That's not a big deal. Tuesday, y'all still thinking about it. You only wasted $80. That ain't no big deal. Pray about it. By the time Sunday comes, you need to pray about it. Next Sunday, ask God if this business makes sense. Ain't no big deal. You up to about 140, no problem. If you got it like that, I need to be doing what you're doing. Now, hold on one second. So while you're thinking about it, just remember this. Every day that you don't, the average per day loss, I'll be on taxes, $20 a day. If you don't have a home-based business, I'm not pressuring you. I'm giving you the real deal. $20 a day, come on.
And you know how people say, well, I'm doing really good because I've got a really good job? The more you make, the $20 a day goes higher because they pay more taxes.
That's right. So if you got a really, really good job, you need to really, really get a business. Everybody got it?
I love that particular one because I think he breaks it down really, really good. Now let me make sure he doesn't come. All right, so that is our Vortex. That is the Vortex. Now let's dive into family, our membership. So membership has its privileges. Several of you are on this line, and really what you're looking to do, guys, is you're simply looking, right? You're simply looking to save money on travel. So let me explain why and how our membership platform came about. When those bold group of visionary men came together, what they wanted to be able to do is to give the consumer real savings on travel. The thing was that if they were going to do that, they found out that you cannot be on a public site and have a huge variance in price from what Expedia, Priceline, and Travelocity of those guys might have. So they had to figure out a way to do it differently. Well, membership had already been one of the things that American Express was doing. And if you could afford a $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 price tag, you could be a private member and get exclusivity with the membership. That's the only way to provide it online, is to be private. So remember, I told you that Coach Lloyd Tomer has a heart for people. So what he did not want to do, guys, what he did not want to do was to charge those prices. So that's why our membership is private. So people cannot Google our prices, just like they cannot Google, American Express prices, just like they cannot Google the prices for Costco or BJ's. They are private. So what do you get when you become a private member with Surge365? Well, first things first is you get your own private wholesale booking engine. Now, what does wholesale mean? For those of you who've never worked in the retail sector, there's retail prices, wholesale prices. Wholesale prices are always lower because there's a markup to the retail price. The other thing is that you're going to find we have 500% more inventory than those comparable sites out there. Not to mention we have a 150% lowest price difference guarantee, where we know for sure that our prices are going to be the best. We're so confident about that with our condos, resorts, private villas, hotels, cruises, last minute bargains, and rental cars that we back it up 100%, 150%. But what if you have one of those more complicated itineraries? You even have concierge at your fingertips. I mean, if you're going to book through a private membership, does it make sense that you can book on an unlimited basis? Does it make sense that you have no blackout dates? And what I'm about to share with you even has reward credits attached to it. So it's funny because I was talking to Tanisha and I was telling her, you know, when we actually did these slides back in February, literally at that time, we had saved our members $41 million. Well, family, once you get your membership and log in, you're going to see that it's just short of $54 million here in October. So what is that, like 9 months later? We've saved our members an additional $13 million. So if you're going to travel, does it make sense to travel booking it through a platform where we've saved people $54 million? Now let's look at how the numbers would work. So let's just say you booked that same vacation that your customer booked. Now remember when we showed your customer actually saved, guys, your customer saved $284. Well, notice what your savings is, because you are the private member. You hold the membership. If you shop for hours and hours on the internet, guys, what you're going to see is that the price of this particular travel is going to be $1,641 out there on those public sites. But look at your membership price, $693 for the exact same vacation on the exact same dates, the exact same 4.5-star location right near the Disney gate, and you're going to keep $948 in your bank account. Does it make sense that if you're going to travel anyway, that you keep $948 in your bank account? How about Manhattan? I mean, think about it, right down there in the Big Apple, down by Times Square, 4 days and 3 nights. Maybe you're going up there to visit. Maybe you're going up there to see a show on Broadway. Maybe you just want to go up there for a getaway. But if you're going to go, does it make sense to keep $748 in your bank account? Family, if you went on those online sites and you searched and searched and searched and searched, the best price you're going to come up with, $1,174, guys. That's the price for those online sites. But you log into your private membership, $426. I mean, it just blows my mind, that difference. Because how many of you would love to have those kind of savings on everything that you do? How many of us are couponers? How many of us have apps that we download to be able to save on from our favorite grocery store, right? All of us are saving money on clothes. We save money. If somebody tells us a car price, we don't pay the price that they tell us at the dealership. If we see a blouse or something, ladies, that we love at the store, we're looking to see, is there any kind of thing that may be just a little wrong with it so I can ask for an extra discount? Well, family, I know we do that. So doesn't it make sense to also travel at a significant discount? This one right here, though, is going to blow your mind. And I don't know about you. We just got back from Brazil. I am still in mentally and emotionally, I am still in Brazil. It was wonderful looking at all of the history, guys. We saw a church that was put together by hand with men and women that were shackled at the wrist and at the ankles. And it's made of 10 tons of gold. Well, those are the things you get to see when you travel. In this particular example, guys, if you search and search and search for hours on those online sites, the best price you would come up with is $4,991. And you know, I know somebody out there is saying, well, how do you know that's the best price, right? The reason we know that's the best price is because our technology finds the best price. But then it goes searching for what is the lowest wholesale price. And family, $1,827. That's our price, which means you're going to keep in your bank account $3,164. And Tanisha and Sylvia and First Lady Saletta and I will tell you that when you're there, you want to explore as much as you can explore. You want to see and do as much as you can do, and all of that costs money. Well, if Samuel Jackson were to say to you, hey, what's in your wallet? Guess what, guys? You can tell him it's my money. Why? Because, right? Because you went through your membership. Now, let's go look at some real live examples. So I was sitting down with a young lady today. Her name is Gail. And so Gail wanted to know, she was like, okay, well, I want to see like what the prices actually look like, not from just your slides. So I logged in and I actually sat with her to show her some prices, and I'm going to just share those with you real quickly. So this was an example of a trip that she wants to take to New York. And so I'm going to show you 3 different sites. As a matter of fact, let's go to our Vortex. Let's go to our Vortex site. Okay. Now this is where, remember I told you if you own the Vortex, you could share your link with other people and whatever they save you would earn. Well, in this particular example right here, the public price, guys, is $2,573. So if you go to Expedia looking for this exact same hotel, the price is $2,573. However, your customer would only have to pay out the door $2,199 for this particular stay. So this was New York, the 21st to the 28th. So your customer would save $374. This $374, guys, would become your check. We're on the World Wide Web right now. So then I said, okay, well, let's go to Expedia. Let's go to Expedia and see, is that $2,573 correct? So we went to Expedia. And when we went to Expedia, guys, the total out the door price, you can see that they have the total out the door price down here. They have it at $2,586. So Expedia is not the lowest. And I'm going to show you how we know which one is the lowest. But I just wanted you to see the Comfort in Midtown West for the same dates, December 21st to December 28th. Out the door, guys, $2,586, approximately $87. So then I took her to the membership. I took her to the membership, and on the membership, right, erase some of this. On the membership, guys, what we were able to see is that the same hotel, right, that your customer would use on the Vortex, same $2,573 is the lowest price. But look at your savings. Your savings is about 4 times their savings because you are a private member. But wait, $1,200 off of a room that Expedia is going to charge some unsuspecting person $2,573 for. And look, guys, this is our out the door price, $1,326 with taxes. But wait, we even have a place inside of your membership where you're able to literally verify what those out the door prices actually are. What are they? Look at this one. Agoda is $2,573. Let's see who else is. So that is the lowest. So Agoda has the lowest price. And then everybody else is really $2,587. So we can show you those prices right inside your membership. What am I telling you guys is that you are going to be able to significantly save over those online sites, right? Over those online sites inside of your private membership. And again, why are we private? Because, family, in order for us to offer you those savings, we absolutely, positively, definitely have to be private. So let's go back to our stock. Now, so whether you would look at that one or even with cruises, I mean, where you're able to save money even on cruises, family. And some people cruise. Some people, that is their thing. They absolutely love to cruise. Well, guess what? We even have access to all 17 cruise lines, okay? All 17 of them. And think about it. In this particular case, we're talking about an Alaskan cruise and keeping $1,193 in your bank account. But it doesn't matter whether you would cruise cold, like some people on my team say they would love an Alaskan cruise, or you would cruise warm with me, because I'm going to go where there's a lot of sun. It doesn't matter whether you're looking at Princess or Oasis or Norwegian, it really Carnival or Disney. You have access to all of those inside of your travel platform. Even rental cars. I was talking to a young lady on our team by the name of Tanisha, and Hertz is her favorite company. So she's got all of her extra whatever with Hertz. And so she booked to go, she was going to California for work, and she booked a rental car, and she was able, in her case, to save $135. Well, doesn't it make sense that if you're going to travel anyway, if you're going to take any vacation, whether it's one of the ones I showed you or any other one, that you keep your money in your bank account, in your pocket where it belongs? See, remember I told you we were not the only game in town, and I meant that, family. As a matter of fact, you've heard American Express say that membership has its privileges, and you've heard them say it over and over again. And remember I told you that the price tags associated with their membership is pretty high. Interestingly enough for me, and listen, they are a billion-dollar company, and people buy them because they want that exclusivity. But there's just a new sheriff in town. And so where this may not make sense to us, and then $3,400 a year thereafter, with no ability to be free and free, I want to ask you a question, and I want you to be very honest with me. Does it make sense to be able to travel where you want, when you want, with whom you want, whether it's vacation travel, business travel, everyday travel, it does not matter. Does it make sense to you to be able to shop, to travel with a platform where you know for a fact you will never have to worry about whether or not you have the lowest price on your accommodations, because we have 150% price match? Does it also make sense to do your travel, shopping, and dining activity in one place so that all of your reward credits culminate in one place? Guys, you can bank these reward credits up for 10 years. Because one day, wouldn't it be great to click on the reward credits button and click off the money button and actually check out for your vacation, your dinner, your shoes, your sailboating, and use your reward credits versus using your cash? And when you think about our platform and just how much a coach wants to keep every price as low as possible. Why? Because he wants you to be able to travel the way you want to travel without having to pay crazy prices like you just saw. $277 one time. That's $199 for the product, your first monthly subscription fee of $15.99 plus a one-time $18 processing fee. That's $277 you'll see on your card. That's it. And remember, family, remember when we showed you, you saving $900, right? You saved $948 on that trip to Disney. Well, if you back out the $277, family, you are $671 to the positive. As a matter of fact, a young lady, a friend of mine that joined the team by the name of Nakia, she's taking her daughter down to Orlando for graduation. She saved $873. Guess what? She's like, Miss Parker, the idea of being free and free is fantastic. But not only did I save over $870 for me and my family going to Orlando, I booked me and my husband for our honeymoon. We saved almost $700 there. So she's like, I'm good. I'm good. But guess what, family? Remember, no matter when it is that you refer those three, you're going to be what we call free and free. And then lastly, guys, is that we have what we call our Vortex Platinum. Now, the Platinum is a combination of all of those three. So you could have this Vortex referral income added to your travel membership, added to reward credits, not just when you travel, but when your customers travel as well. And family, there's a travel agency attached to that also. So when you look at this platform, we're taking the best of all worlds and put them in one place. Now, reward credits, why are they important? Because you know how it is. It's like you've got extra sky miles, you get a discounts on your flights or maybe even free flights. Well, these reward credits, guys, are awarded to you whether you book the travel or your customer books the travel. Now, I want to bring up real quickly Miss Sharlease, because Sharlease, you actually had an amazing situation where you did some booking with your family when you first got started, and you received like some phenomenal reward credits. Can you talk to us about that a little bit today?
Absolutely. I was kind of new to Surge still. And I said, let me try this out because we actually have options and keywords options in that sentence on how to book a cruise. So I said, let me try the concierge out. So what I did is I called and I told them what cruise line my family was already booked on, and I wanted to do a comparison. So they put me together a list, and I looked at it compared to what my family's group rate was through Carnival, through a travel agent was. And I saw that I could actually save at a minimum my family $100 off top. So I was like, okay, I'm in. But not only that, we were able to make payments longer on this cruise. I was able to give them perks. And what I came away with for booking 12 cabins through my membership was 180,000 rewards credits. Mind you, I also put into those cabins, every single cabin got chocolate covered strawberries, sparkling cider, and Carnival bags, compliments of moi.
Ah, look at you. But you know, and what blows my mind is because I'm showing these vacations that 100,000 reward credits were purchased. You were in Brazil as well, and you had something phenomenal happen using that with the family as well.
Oh my goodness. So over the course of the time that I've been in, over a year, I've accumulated through using my Vortex, because I have the Platinum. I have the Big Daddy. That's the only way to go if you really want to take advantage of all these perks. I actually accumulated over 200,000 rewards credits from my personal bookings as well as my Vortex and from that cruise. So what I was able to do is pay for 4 round trip tickets, airline tickets for my husband and myself. Both of us were covered from Raleigh to Miami and Miami to Brazil and back, the same nonstop flight. And it would have cost us $2,336. And I literally only paid out of pocket $33. $33.
So that guys, does it make sense to one day be able to do what Sharlease just did? Book your dream vacation right from your membership using reward credits that have been accumulated. Most of those were from your customers, correct, Sharlease?
That's correct. Absolutely.
Does that make sense, guys, to be able to do that and be able to pay for it with your reward credits? Well, you heard her talk about the fact that we do have this amazing travel agency as well, and she was just testing the waters the first time she used her Vortex. Well, guess what, family? We have a young lady by the name of Andrea who literally just had someone ask her to book 200 people on a cruise, and she has decided, you know what, Sharlease, that she's going to use her travel agency. Why? Because she knows that she can earn substantially through groups. But there are some other perks to being a travel agent. I mean, we already know she's going to make a lot of money on booking it as a travel agency. She's going to be able to do some of those great things that you heard she did. Sharlease, when we were in Vegas about 5 months ago, what was the perk that we were able to get because you're a travel agent?
Oh my goodness. Okay, so the gift that keeps on giving is what I call this membership, because of the fact that not only did we have a great rate that I secured for our hotel stay while we were in Vegas, but when we were checking in, I simply said, hey, I'm a travel agent. Do you have any perks or any discounts or upgrades that you can give us? You know, and she said, of course, yes, let me check. And she said, you know, I don't have to, you know, it's, you know, complimentary. And I said, oh, absolutely. But you're going to help me out today. I can feel it. And she said, okay. She said, let me think about it. I said, so what do you have? And she said, well, I could give you free meals. And I said, oh, that's wonderful. Thank you. I appreciate that. But I really would like an upgrade on the room. So she said, okay. And I said, thank you. I love you so much. And she was tickled. And we laughed all the way to that room that had the Eiffel Tower sitting right out our room. Absolutely. The best tower in the place is what we had.
We did. And let me tell you, that room was so huge, Sharlease. It was so huge. Like, we could not get in each other's way. That's how big it was.
We absolutely did it. We had our own space.
All of us had our own space, right? So what's right for you? Totally up to you, guys. There are some people who say, you know what, this Vortex is absolutely positively amazing. For $177, what was that number I actually had, guys? 9,999 customers. Are you? If one day, I mean, imagine one day when you have 1,000 rooms booked on your site for 1 year, 1,000 rooms booked on your site, each person saved $25 per night. You understand that year for handing out a link, you just earned $25,000. That can happen to you. Then there are those people who are like Tanisha, those people who are like Nakia, who say, I just want to travel. That is it. I want to save those crazy amounts on travel. You've already showed it to me. Hook, line, and sinker, sign me up. Guess what? $277 for your membership. But if you're like myself and Sharlease, where we don't want to leave any opportunity on the table, we on the Platinum for $467, guys, includes everything, including those crazy reward credits that Sharlease got. Free travel, the travel agency. I mean, it includes all of those fun perks, guys. Anyway, whatever's right for you is up to you. And the thing that we just most want to do for each of you guys is to make sure that we eliminate that $59.95 by sharing this with people that you know, and somebody is going to make sense to them like it made sense to you. And guess what? We want to say to them, like we're going to say to you right now, congratulations and welcome aboard. You have just seen the best thing out there in the world of travel. Brought to you compliments of Coach Lloyd Tomer, who wants everybody to see more of the world about pennies on the dollar. That is what to do, is just turn the switch, change the channel, if you will, because that was our travel side. So if you joined this particular webinar, guys, and travel is what you want to do, you've already seen what you like, the Vortex, the membership, or the Vortex Platinum. Guys, get back with the person that invited you, because that is the end of that particular presentation for you. So you can let them know which one. They're going to show you how to get started, and we're off and running. Those of you who were invited to this platform, however, because you heard that there was additional income that could be made and a wealth component attached to our platform, let's take the next 15 minutes and cover that, because Warren Buffett did this way. He says, listen, to increase your wealth, he says, start a business. But you know, I've always kind of tried to figure out, like, what business do you start? I mean, think about it, Miss Cheryl, think about it, Rachel, like, what business do we go into and create significant income, but not have to worry about risking $50,000, $75,000, $100,000 plus? Well, he says two things that I think are powerful. One, of course, is to start a business. Two, he says, you know, it's not so much coming up with an idea. He says the things that we like to do, make those hobbies. He says, find what the world does and make that a business of yours. What is the world doing? Guys, through the recession, through good times, through bad times, it does not matter. Not a airport that Sharlease and I was in, not a hotel that we visited, not a tour that we went on. None of them were just us. They were all packed with people. Why? Because people are traveling. So at 7.6 trillion generated in 2016, 8.1 trillion generated in 2017, and we're on the fast track to a $12 trillion industry. Guys, that's 12 zeros. A $12 trillion industry by 2020. You don't have to come up with something. You just have to be part of something that is already huge, and that is what the world of travel is. So what Surge did was combine the world's largest industry with the world's best compensation plan. Or not only in your first 30 days, I mean, imagine what it'd be like in your first 30 days to go to your mailbox and open up a check. And in that check is your name with $1,000 over on the right-hand side, and it's written out to you. I mean, would that be fantastic just for helping people travel for less? I mean, imagine the fact that you can earn unlimited $1,000 bonuses as you refer people who refer other people, and unlimited $10,000 bonuses. All I'll explain it here in just a minute. Not to mention, if you're one of those persons who maybe you're a serious business-minded person and you're saying, okay, is there real money in this thing? Listen, in your first 30 days, 100 days, you can earn $50,000. That's what that big check is back there. But here's something that I learned, Sharlease, that I did not know when I first got started, but I want to make sure you guys know, is that if you do that in your first 100 days, the company will give you a second 100 days to earn a second $50,000. We're going to talk about that in just a minute. Well, this is blowing your mind a little bit. Well, it blew mine, but you know what's going to blow your mind even more is that this perfect business that's open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week with no employees, where you can create a residual income where, guys, you're able to create a wealth and legacy for your family. You can exercise the option for $10. I know, blows my mind too. Whatever option you chose, the 177, 277, or 477, or standalone, you can become a Surge Business Associate for $10. And in your first 30 days, the way you get that $1,000 bonus is let us help you onboard 7 platinum sales. Don't worry about the details. We already have a step-by-step game plan. We only ask you, don't jump in trying to do it your way. We already got a system. Let us show you the way it's already working. Fair enough? Now, when you have your first 3 platinum sales or 6 points in your first 30 days, you become a team builder. Let me tell you why this is important to you. Because now that allows you as a team builder to earn unlimited $1,000 bonuses. Now, you may be saying to yourself, I don't know how I would do that. And you're 100% right. It is not about you doing it, but you just latching hands with the people who are in your support team and letting us help you get there. But let me show you the magic. It's really, really simple, actually. So it doesn't take, it's not even a rocket scientist kind of thing. So let's just say this is you. And we're not saying that this is gender specific, but that's you. You're a brand new team builder. We help you to bring on the first person that's going to fall in your team builder organization. Let's name this guy Scott. Now, you may be saying, okay, what am I supposed to do for Scott? Well, you know how we help you get to team builder? We help you get to 3 and free. You're going to do the same thing for Scott. You're going to help Scott to get 3 and free. Well, how are we going to do that? Well, Scott may get some people on a webinar like this. Some people may come out to a travel mixer. Some people may sit down in Panera Bread like I did tonight. It does not matter. Right? The moment Scott has his 3, he is what we call 3 and free. Is Scott happy? Yes, because everybody wants to save on that $59.95. But here is the beautiful thing I love about our company is because you're helping Scott, you're also helping yourself. See, every 7 sales, every 7 platinum sales that happens in your team builder group is going to pay you $1,000. Now, side note, they don't have to be platinum. But if the person is a 177 or a 277 purchaser, you need 2 of those for 1 platinum because a platinum is worth 2 points and each of those is only worth 1. So 7 times 2 is 14 points. So it's 14 points. But for the sake of this example, we're going to talk about every 7 is going to pay you $1,000. All right. So we've got now Sue. Sue is excited. She just wants to travel, but she wants to be 3 and free. Sam wants to be a travel agent. He wants to be 3 and free. And then Sarah, you know what? Sarah wants to recruit. She wants to hurry up and be 3 and free. Well, guess what, guys? We start helping each of these guys move down that track. And what happens is now you have 7 platinum sales on your team. Even though you only referred 1, the company just paid you $1,000. Now you may be saying to yourself, but I only referred Scott. Yes, but each of these people fall in your team builder group. And one day, Scott is going to have his first person in his team builder group, and all of this will happen for Scott as well. So there's an even playing field. So what do we continue to do? It's just like McDonald's, guys, with 2 all-beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. We keep helping people get 3 and free, and every time 7 falls in your network, you earn another $1,000 bonus. And you will earn these, and Sharlease will tell you over and over and over again, because she's earned 5 of them. How does that happen? Well, you know what? Let's just say you go help him get his 3 and to get 3 and free. He gets this 3 and she gets 1 more. Guess what? You just earned another what? $1,000 bonus. So Coach JP, are you telling me that every time I go serve my team and help them to get 3 and free, I'm going to earn another $1,000 bonus? That's what I'm telling you. And are you telling me, Coach JP, that I can do this over and over and over and over again just by working with people in my team builder group? And I'm telling you the answer to that question is yes. So let's recap what you just learned as we close out. Guys, your team builder group, every time somebody joins your team builder network, whether you referred them or not, you make a $20 on that sale. But if you personally refer them, you'll earn an additional $30. Every time 7 fall in your what? Team builder group. Whether you lifted a finger or not, you actually earn $1,000. And guess what? Once 100 team members, new active team members are in your team builder group, the company cuts you a check for $10,000, literally. And I remember, Sharlease, before we went to Cancun last year, trying to cash that check because I wanted the cash. I wanted to see what it looked like. And I remember there was no bank that could cash it. They were like, we don't do that. You got to order that kind of cash. It was funny. But anyway, guys, if you pull it off in 100 days, and there's several examples of us that have actually done it, the company pays you an additional $25,000. So let me show you how your money would look. Each of those 100 sales paid you 20, right? So that's $2,000. 7 goes into 100. 7 goes into 100 14 times. So you would earn 14 $1,000 bonus checks. Guys, that right there is 16,000. When you get to the 100, they're going to automatically pay you the 10,000. That total is 26,000. But then what happens, guys, is this. Is that if you do it inside of your first 100 days in business, they pay you an extra $5,000 a month for 5 months, totaling what? $51,000. Guys, let me tell you what, Coach Tomer is 84 going on 85. His heart is about people. He's not chasing the dollar. He's already made 51 million. He just wants to make sure that each of us is taken care of. So every time you get a $1,000 bonus check, he sends you a little video. When you get your first $1,000, he's going to send you a Comma Club t-shirt. When you hit a regional builder, he's going to fly you down. Sharlease was just flown down to Naples, Florida, where she was treated like royalty. When you earn 6 figures in the company, guys, that's what this ring is right here. This is the Onyx ring. Of course, the next step is to go for Sapphire, right? As well as company paid trips. Guys, but it gets even better. Now, a lot of you are already saying, like, how much better can it get? Listen, we have a directors program, family, that as your team grows to 500 members, and here's what I love. It doesn't matter how long it takes for them to get there. As your team grows to 500 members, family, they're going to ask you to choose between a Dodge Charger or a Dodge Challenger. Each of the cars that you see here, guys, as your team grows, they're going to pay for the tax and title and licensing fees. They're going to make the monthly payments on. They're going to cover the car on their insurance. The only difference is this, is that, family, this one, they're going to give you the title to, and this one, they're going to give you the title to. No time limit. Whenever you get there is when you get there. And you imagine the company cutting you a check every 11th of the month for $2,000 or $4,000. I mean, $8,000. How many of you out there, $8,000 pays all of your bills? Wouldn't it be nice to help enough people who help enough people who help enough people to where you're driving a Mercedes, BMW, or Jaguar with a Rolex on your wrist and the company's sending you $8,000 every single month just to say thank you and job well done? Guys, you've just seen an amazing opportunity. The question is, will you say yes to you? See, what I want you to understand is when you say yes to you and the people in your circle, your family, your friends, your nieces, your nephews, your cousins, your coworkers, people out there who want to travel for less, people out there who are trying to figure out how to make their ends meet, and you just saw how to make that happen. And so, family, as we wrap up with this, what I want to share with you is a message from the president of Surge365, Dr. Christopher.
Who are you following and why? Who's the leadership that you're currently working with? Is it someone who's truly achieving success or someone who's running from company to company looking for an easy paycheck? People have got to know that if they change their lives and put everything on the line to achieve their goals and dreams, that their leader is absolutely committed. If I had to define leadership, I'd say it's the will and capacity to rally people towards a common goal or purpose, but most importantly, having the character to inspire confidence in people to absolutely do what it takes to win. Picking a leader or mentor is so important. I would have never achieved half of the things I've achieved in life if it wasn't for the mentors that I've had along the way. It's so important that you make sure you find someone, find a leader, find a mentor whose purpose, whose goals are in alignment with what you want to get out of life. See, everything, absolutely everything, rises or falls based on the leadership. If you're not in the right place at the right time with the right leadership, now might be the time for you to make a decision. Now might be the time for you to make a change. Now might be the time for you to find that company, find that leadership team that can show you how to achieve all your goals and dreams.
That comes straight from the home and neighborhood of the president of our company, Dr. Christopher Coakley. So guys, listen, you've seen an amazing opportunity. So my question to you is, what did you like best about what you saw? And do you see an opportunity for yourself? And you can answer that question by getting back with the person that invited you to this particular webinar, guys, or you can put it in the chat right now. We can have a conversation. But I just want you to know, family, that there is a major, major shift in what's happening today. And how, you know how once upon a time they would talk about people taking, 10 and 15 and 20 years to get to a six-figure income? It doesn't happen that way anymore, guys. It can happen for you, depending on what you're willing to do, in as little as 12 to 24 to 36 months right here in Surge365. And if what you want to do is travel, and if all you want to do, guys, is to travel, you've just seen the best travel platform out there. So don't you dare ever go book on Expedia or Priceline when you can book inside of your membership. Guys, it has been my pleasure to share with you. Thank you so very much for chiming in. This particular webinar is officially over. It has been my absolute pleasure. I am Janice Parker, National Builder, six-figure earner, and $100,000 ring wearer with Surge365. Have an incredible rest of your evening, and we'll talk to you soon, family. Good night. Bye-bye. Thank you, Sharlease. Appreciate you.